So what is good, people? Welcome to another investing video. In this video, we are continuing our investing $1 a day series. This time we are in episode 12. So that means we need to have a minimum of $84 invested into each asset. So this episode, we're going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to add some new investments into stocks and crypto, some riskier investments. I think we've enjoyed some safe investments, some safe returns over 2 months now. I think it's time to spice things up a little bit. I'm gonna jump into some riskier stuff, and I think that will make the episodes going forward seem a little less mundane. But starting things off, we are in metals. So here we are in my Mint wallet. As you can see, gold and silver has been going back up lately, and we are actually doing very well because of it. But let's start off with our stats. So our gold investment was $58.44 total. We still have only $25.03 invested in silver, and that is a total investment of $83.47. If we look at the value, you see gold is at $58.72, silver $24.84 for a total value of $83.56. So we are only down by a few cents. That's it. Which is very surprising because we've been down by a few dollars for the past few weeks, and it's just been slowly going back up. Especially if you look over here, you can see gold has jumped up quite a bit here at the end over there, and silver has jumped up as well. It is almost exactly where it was when I first bought in when we started this series. And so hopefully it will continue to keep going up and we can actually be in profit. So now that we are only at $83.47, that means it's time to make another investment into precious metals. And I think with this current trend going on, it may be a good idea to jump back into silver. So I'm going to buy another ounce of silver to add to this. We're going to cut that out because it's going to show some personal information, and then we'll come right back after the buy. All right, and we are back in. So you can see my total invested in silver is now $49.88. And you can see my silver buy right there, almost as high as my initial buy. My initial buy was 25.03, my new one 24.85. And so hopefully that will go over my initial buy come the next episode. But that does put my total investment at $108.32. Total value $108.40. That actually jumped up. Yeah, $108.40. So just in the span of me buying that already, that put me up, which is awesome. So we are positive. We are positive in our precious metals investment. However, as you can see, I did pay a pretty hefty premium. If you look, my actual cost was just over $31. So yeah, there was about an $8 premium, a little over $8 premium on that silver, which is why I haven't bought much silver because premiums are so high. But I think the way things are going, it's going to be worth it. In the end, when the time does come for me to actually sell this, I'm not going to be thinking about that $8. And so we are looking good on metals. Now let's jump into stocks. So I actually did one of those AVAX. I did one of those Robinhood Earn things, and it gave me $1 in AVAX. And so right now I have an extra dollar in AVAX on top of that dollar in USDC. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the USDC and invest it into AVAX. So that way we'll keep it into crypto. And I like AVAX. AVAX is actually one of the blockchains I use the most just because of how quickly transactions go through. So I don't mind investing into AVAX on Robinhood. But that does automatically put us up because of that extra dollar we got completely for free. But if we actually look at our total investments, you can see that over the week, we are up by 2.36%. Over the month, we are up by 3.16%. And over 3 months, we are up by 6.50%. So we are up all around. If we check out our individual investments, so we can see Starwood Property Trust is up as well, up by over 2% over the week, up by over 5% over the month, and up by almost 17%. Wow, over 3 months. That is really high. We do still have our dividend coming. It's coming on July 17th. So in the next episode, the dividend will be paid out. It's going to be 48 cents, which is nice for just one share. The analysis has not changed. It is still at 85% buy and a 14% hold, 0% sell. So things are still looking good there. We jump over to our next investment, ARMOUR Residential REIT. As you can see, we are down 2% over 3 months, down 3.5% over the month, and down 2% over 1 week. So we are down a little bit, but not by much at all. And of course, the dividend payments that we're receiving each and every month is still going to put us up anyway. So it's not really a big deal. If we look at the analysis, it is still at 100% hold. So that has not changed at all. Everything is still looking good there. If we check out our last investment, which is EOG Resources, we are up almost 2% over the week, up 6% over the month, and down 2% over 3 months. So not much has changed there. It's almost exactly the same as last week. There's no dividend coming, looks like. And if we check the analysis, it is still at an 82% buy and a 17% hold, 0% sell. So nothing changed there. So what I'm going to be doing this week is I'm going to be jumping into something new. So I'm going to start jumping into covered call ETFs. And the one that I want to do is QYLD. So covered call ETFs are they're ETF, exchange traded funds, what ETF stands for. So they hold a bunch of different stocks. However, what they do is they sell calls on these stocks, and the money that they make from the trading is actually paid out to investors each and every month. So it is a monthly dividend. They usually pay really high dividends, usually in the the range of like double-digit dividends. So it's really high. The downside of these is obviously since you're getting a much higher dividend payout, it's actually taxed as income rather than the dividend payment. And so it affects your taxes investing into these. They see it, you're basically taxed as income as you would, from your regular job rather than it being an actual asset. So that is the biggest downside. And of course, for a lot of these, the upside potential isn't as high as just buying a regular ETF. But this is the one that I decided to go with. QYLD, there's a short description here. It tracks an index that holds NASDAQ 100 stocks and sell calls options on those stocks to collect premiums. So QYLD, it tracks the top 100 stocks in NASDAQ. So that's basically why it's the NASDAQ 100 covered call ETF. If we look at it, we can see that it's been up 2% over the week, up 1% over the month, and up 4% over 3 months. So held pretty steady, not really done anything. You can see the different sectors that it holds stocks in, and you can see its top performers here. A lot of good stocks that everyone recognizes. Now, I don't think that Robinhood is going to show dividend history. It will not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just look up their dividend history and pop that into the video. All right, so I jumped over to stock analysis, and you can see the stock is $18. Average dividend yield is 11.16%. So it's over a double-digit yield. And you can see the what they paid out in the past. On average, it's been about 16 cents. And this is a monthly dividend, as you can see. So one share will get you around 17 cents a month, which is not bad at all. So this is the one that we're going to jump into. So I am going to put the full $7 into QYLD. And I do believe, yes, the market is open right now, so I don't have to worry about pending. And I'm gonna jump back to the home, and we're gonna sell this USDC. And I don't know why it jumped into dark mode right there, but yeah, I'm gonna sell the full thing, full $1. And I'm going to jump back into AVAX, and I'm going to buy $1. All right, and there is our moves this week. So changes, we added QYLD, and I am looking forward to that. Another monthly dividend that pays out a really high dividend. And we are selling USDC $1 up, and there it goes. And added it to AVAX. So AVAX is at $2 now. $2.16. Actually, there's an extra 16 cents. So it went up. It went up since I bought it, which is nice. We were already up in the first place, and now we're up even more. So things are looking good on stocks. Jump into crypto. So with crypto, we are in Dex Finance. Let's enter the app. And I gotta log into MetaMask. All right, so here we are, US DEX. So we can see that nothing much has really changed here. I still have my $34.30 stake. In my rewards, I have 80 cent in US DEX from my earned rewards, and I have 13 cent for my release principal still at it. And we have an APR of 15%. So not much has changed there. If we jump into our vaults, you can see here we are at $48.70 invested. We're getting an APY of 41.30%, which is 0.10% daily. And we have 3% or 3 cent that we could harvest right now. But of course, I'm not going to do anything with that. If we look at the actual performance, we can see that it has gone up. I can't remember when I added the $7. It must have been around here. And then it kind of stayed low for a little bit and then jumped back up. Of course, this is because the value of the assets are going up. And so that puts us up again. We have just been doing very well in crypto. Have not been down at all since starting the series. So things are looking good there. So now the new investment we're going to be doing in crypto is I'm going to be doing some crypto lending. For that, we're going to be going to KuCoin. So KuCoin is a very popular crypto exchange. It's one that I love using myself. We are in the crypto lending tab. So you can see here the different cryptocurrencies that you can lend out. Now this is a peer-to-peer lending, so you're not lending it to the platform, you're actually lending it to other users, which is why I like using this one. And we are going to rearrange this according to APY. So you can see the cryptos that has the highest APY, and I'm actually, let me load all of them. There we go, this is much better. So you can see the cryptos that have the highest APY. You can see that 32% is the highest right now. The one that I want to use is this one, Axie Infinity. So Axie Infinity is a play to earn game. It is a game where basically you use the Axie Infinity token to do everything. You know, you use it to buy monsters, make monsters and stuff like that. So it's kind of been pretty good as far as the price. It's just been up and down just like all the others, but it's in an uptrend right now. So what I want to do is I invested a little over $7 in Axie Infinity sitting in my account, and I'm going to lend that out. So let's put on auto subscribe. So you can see this is the interface for lending out. We have the max current lending APY. Now it's not going to be that way every time. It's just going to depend on the demand, actually how much APY you get is going to depend on the demand. Minimum lending APY, we're going to leave that blank, but this is how much you want. It should be how much you want left in your account. The lowest APY you're willing to accept. Nope, this is the lowest APY willing to accept. Okay, there's been some changes with lending 2.0. So this is my first time using 2.0. We'll see. I'm learning it along with you guys. Retention amount, there we go. The minimum retention amount is how much you want to keep in your account. So let's say you have $100. You only want to lend out $50 and you want to keep $50. And you would do that so that you always have that $50. You know, if you want to change something, you can do it. If you've lent out $50 or if you lent out the full $100, then you can't do anything because your money is lent out or your crypto is lent out to someone else. So this is the minimum retention, which I'm going to leave at 0. And of course you have to apply the, let me put in my minimum. You know what? I will put in 0.5. Sure, that's fine. I'll match it in there. And of course you have to make sure you read the terms and conditions. This is how much available in my account. As you can see, I'm going to click on confirm. And here is the term information. So flexible term, meaning however long they need it for, doesn't really matter. No retention amount, that's my minimum. And then here is the current APY. Confirm. All right, so I am now lending Axie Infinity. So you can see the information here. You can see how much I have in the system. I don't think I have any orders that quickly. No, doesn't look like it. So yeah, it's not going to show anything just yet, but come next week, hopefully someone will have borrowed my Axie tokens. Now, it's not a lot, so it's probably going to be a while before anyone actually borrows what I have because I only put $7 in there. I don't think anyone's going to need to borrow $7, honestly. This is for when you have a much larger amount of crypto. That's where this makes the most sense. But we're just going to keep putting into it each week until we have enough to where people will start borrowing. And hopefully Axie Infinity will be doing well throughout the whole duration. But that is pretty much it for this week. So, quick recap. We are up on crypto. We're up very high on crypto. We're doing well. Our vault is doing well. Our stake is doing well. Everything's doing well in crypto. In stocks, we are up as well. Our individual stocks are down for the short term, but ultimately we are up thanks to dividends and of course the Robinhood Earn feature. And for metals, we are almost breaking even, almost completely even, and hopefully by next week we will be up. So that is pretty much it for this week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you have any other assets you want me to look into, anything else you want me to invest in, just let me know. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.